As I was laying down on the floor, curled up with the barrel in my mouth, I said one last prayer to God. I mean, send me a sign. Stop me. Don't let me pull the trigger.
Triston Wilson from Houston, Texas, shared his story of how he survived being shot in the head.
I felt isolated throughout most of my life, and I spent a lot of my years in foster care, more than half of my childhood.
He found solace at the gym.
I didn't really have a whole lot of friends growing up, mostly because of the moving around, and I didn't have very good social skills. I wasn't able to communicate very well with others. And it made it very hard to socialize and to make connections and learn things that I needed to get by in life, honestly.
Triston's world drastically changed on July 14th, 2023.
So I had a suicide attempt with a 12-gauge shotgun. I was living in my own apartment and I was sharing it with two people that were homeless at the time. So while they were gone, I had that moment of weakness where I finally just slipped up and I snapped. I don't really remember a whole lot of what I was thinking when I reached for the gun. I just remember thinking that, you know, things aren't going to get better. I'm tired of feeling alone. I'm tired of struggling financially. I'm tired of, just all of it. As I was laying down on the floor, curled up with the barrel in my mouth, I said one last prayer. I said, Lord, look over my family, look after my brother and my sister. You know, if this isn't what you want me to do, if there's something else waiting for me, send me a sign. Stop me. Don't let me pull the trigger. And I felt like the most empty silence I'd ever felt in my life at that point. The wind stopped blowing, everything got really quiet. And I just took that as a large no. That was my answer. Him letting me live was, hey, you're not done yet. I look up 2 to 3 months after my accident. I actually, had to be resuscitated in the ambulance. When I got to the hospital, I was so out of it that I just could not think rationally. I had no conscious thought left. I could make grunts and sounds, but I couldn't understand anything. I've got no memory of this. I only know what they told me. I kept trying to break out of my restraints. I did not like where I was at, and they had to restrain me 4 times. Just really did not like being held down, and also not being able to see where I was while being held down. And finally, they put me in a drug-induced coma so that my body could actually recover the way it needed to. I don't have any memory or recollection of that. My brain was too damaged for me to actually have conscious thought at the time.
The hospital couldn't identify him right away.
My face was way too disfigured for them to identify me. So when I arrived, I was actually John Doe. And they had to, I don't know how they figured out who I was. I really don't know. But they called my family, they told them what was going on. I hadn't known that my family was trying to call me until about 3 months after I woke up from my coma. The hospital finally told me. And it kind of turned things around for me. I didn't feel so much self-hatred. I didn't feel so much of that feeling like, wow, why am I still here? What happened? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. But when I realized that my family had been trying to contact me and the hospital just wasn't allowing it, I was like, oh wow, okay, well that kind of changes things for me a little bit. And I started feeling a little bit more positive after that.
Triston is still recovering from his accident.
Yes, as you said, I'm fine now. I also have a feeding tube in my stomach. That's not permanent. They plan on taking that out after finishing other surgeries on my face, but as of right now, they don't know what else to do for my face. My legs, this is the result of surgery actually. They took my fibula out of my left and my right leg. And they took the whole thing from here all the way up here. They took the whole fibula. They used a lot of the leg. They used one of them to rebuild my lower jaw. The other one was to rebuild my upper jaw and connect it to the plates that they put right here. That makes it hard to walk sometimes when my legs are tired. It makes it really hard to balance. Right now I am working on getting more done. But at the moment, the medical system makes things kind of difficult. The life now for me, now that I'm blind, is, it's different, I'll say that much, definitely different. In my dreams, I could still see. I was still normal looking when I saw my reflection. I wake up now, and it's not, oh, I'm blind. Life sucks. This is how things are supposed to be now. There's nothing I can do about that, that's how things are. And it doesn't really affect me much on my daily living. We're out here! I feel unable to prepare food for myself. I can still take care of all my hygiene by myself. When it comes to activities, hobbies, things like that, I mostly just focus on making my videos for social media and talking to people in my inboxes and replying to comments, and I focus mostly on that because that's the biggest thing that I have going on in my life right now.
Despite his obstacles, Triston says he's in a better place mentally.
I've got days where I feel down, but it's not like it used to be. Now that I've been through what I've been through and I've kind of seen the other side of things, on days that I do have dark moments where I'm feeling down, it doesn't get me down as much as it used to because I understand the meaning behind it. I understand that there's always some kind of meaning behind what you're going through, and it's always for a reason. Sometimes you just don't question it. Just tell yourself that it's going to be alright, and there's no reason to worry too much at the time. Say no matter what, nothing can get me down. If you want to make a difference in your life and you want things to get better, make a change for the better, you gotta get up and start making a difference in your patterns, in your daily life. There's hope. One day, people will be able to overlook their differences and their hatreds for each other, and it will be a much better place.
He hopes sharing his story can help others in difficult situations.
It took me some time to be able to say, hey, this is what I've been through. But once I got to the point where I realized that I would actually help other people by doing it. I'm not just going on there and, hey, look at me, so sorry for me. I could help other people. And that's what really motivated me to go out there and do it. Because I knew that there's a lot of people out there hurting that feel like there is no one to reach out to, and there is no one that's willing to reach out to them, or that can understand. If you want to turn your life around, you cannot just sit there all day and repeat what you did yesterday and the day before that. You gotta make a difference. And you can't wait for other people to do it for you. You gotta get up and make that difference yourself.
If you or someone you know is struggling, reach out to the National Suicide Prevention Line 24 hours a day at 1-800-273-8255 or by dialing 988. You can also text the crisis text line at 741-741. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.